Alrighty, good afternoon everybody and welcome back to the stream here. I certainly hope you guys are doing good today because I'm not doing too bad myself here. It is Friday, so we know what that means. We're playing MechWarrior 5 today. Now, if you guys are new here, MechWarrior 5 is one of my favorite, or the MechWarrior series has been one of my favorite games for a long while. So we've been trying to get through this game pretty consistently the past couple of weeks. If you were here last time though, you did see how I kind of struggled with the last mission we tried to do. I'm trying to think of a way to actually beat this, maybe get a little more weapons on the field to hopefully help us a little bit. And I think I have an idea, but it's going to cost a little bit of money, a little bit of time. So let me go ahead and pop into the game here because I have been working on this strategy for a little bit. Now, before we begin, I do need to, number one, I forgot to change the game capture. I always do that. It seems like it is a common thing with us here. Get that pulled up here. So I'm already actually in the mech bay here. I've been looking at doing a couple different things with the different loadouts of mechs and things like that. I think the best way I've kind of figured out how to do this is I think I'm going to try to bring two assault mechs. I'm going to try to bring both the Atlas and the Annihilator. Both those are ready to go, and I think Annihilator will actually bring a lot more damage is what I'm kind of looking at, because I mean 4 LBX 10 autocannons I think will really start tearing up a lot of those mechs that we have to fight kind of early on, along with the Annihilator or the Atlas, which I think is devastating enough. But you have to remember we have a 340 ton weight limit, but that's already taking up 200 tons. So we're only looking at 160 tons between the next three, or 100. Hold on, is that wrong? 140, I think as it is. So I'm thinking if we bring it might be less than that. I don't remember. But if I'm not mistaken, a quick draw and a hunchback was actually pretty much almost the perfect weight. So I think we're going to try to bring both of those. The problem is I had to go to a different planet to actually refit these and get them back into action. And as I'm going through my weapons here, I noticed that the AC-10 or the AC-20 is nice. But here's the other thing though. So it's 14 tons. It does 20 damage. The firing rate's okay. The heat's almost 8 per shot, and the max range is only 216 meters. However, I do have this Gauss rifle, which it is an extra ton. It does about 5 points less to damage, and it does fire a little bit slower, but look at the heat and the range. Heat is not even 1 compared to the other one, and the projectile speed 320 meters a second compared to 2100 meters a second. The problem is I want to use the Gauss rifle on this hunchback. I think that'll be a good thing to see. So on both medium lasers here, I'm going to leave the small one blank there. That's usually a small laser, but I don't really want to put that on there. Let's put the Gauss ammo in there. I don't believe it looks like they don't have any Gauss ammo for sale, or I put some more in there. They only give them 26 shots though, and that's what I'm a little concerned about. Only having 26 rounds. If I don't know, it's one of those things where I could maybe take one out of, we're not using the Orion. We might just take one out of the Orion and put it in here for now. May not be the worst idea in the world. All right, so let's max the armor out. So we're only looking at 45-ish. 45.4. Let's go ahead and use these heat sinks though, because we will need a bunch of those. And 3, and we can put one more in here. Let's put it over here. Let's move that one over there. And we are over just a little bit of tons here, but we can do that. The cooling's a lot better. It's a 1.3 now, so I think this is what we're going to go with for this hunchback. So it'll cost us about 29 grand. Nothing too bad though. Let's edit this loadout on this quick draw now. Let's see here. I'm not going to worry about having jump jets on this thing, because jump jets I'm not a huge fan of, so we won't have to worry about those. That's just more tonnage we can use for our lasers and our weaponry here. So there is all that. What kind of medium missiles? We could put an LRM-10 in there. Let's see why we couldn't. Well, I can kind of see why we can't, because, well, tonnage. Put an SRM-6 in there, though. And then we can put SRM ammo in there. And that gives him 320 shots. So that's, what, 80 shots with that? That should be plenty. And then we need to put some heat sinks on this thing, because this thing will cook itself if not. Oh, I'm sitting looking like, oh, we're running out of room. We still have 9 tons of stuff we can work with. Let's put an SRM-4 on here. Do we have any better ones out on the market? Oh, there is a really good SRM-4. Let's go ahead and buy that. Get rid of that one. Put that one on there. Gives a little more firepower, a little more range as well with those. But because of that, we're now shooting 10 missiles, so now we have 32 rounds. And since we have the tonnage, let's just go ahead and put another SRM ammo on it. Because I think that'll work out just fine. And then the rest of it we can actually make and just put heat sinks in. We need max armor though. You know what? Let's actually remove that heat sink and max the armor. Okay. So, as a matter of fact, we can actually just keep it the way I had it. Oh crap. I hit the wrong button. Alright, let's try this again. SRM-6, SRM-4. Do they have any better medium lasers out there? That's a good question. They have a tag laser. It's not a bad one. Essentially, the tag lasers, I don't think they don't do much damage. However, they actually make your missiles a little more accurate. So that's pretty neat to see those. Medium lasers there. SRM-4. We need some ammo. SRM ammo. SRM ammo. Let's go ahead and max the armor so we know how many heat sinks to put in this thing. 1, 2, 1, and we will put one more in there, strip the armor, and then max it. So there we go. So that should be pretty much the max armor. It's pretty much the best loadout we can probably get with this thing. I think that'll help us a little bit more. We also need to paint the mechs, because for some reason when they go into cold storage, they take all the paint off of them, which doesn't really make any sense, but you know, I guess that's okay. I think we went with Raider. Yeah, I think we went with Raider. And then we'll type in FF6431 3B0092 and EEFF00. There we go. Apply there. Back. We'll also do the same for the Hunchback too. So let's paint this one up to the Raider. Go, and then hit this to FF6431. Then over to 3B0092 and EEFF00. Boom. There we go. And then we gotta wait a couple days because while we're getting those mechs repaired. By the way, they actually did have a Highlander here for sale. It's a little expensive. I mean, fair enough, but it does have the another Gauss rifle on it if we ever needed that. Speaking of Gauss rifles, let's go ahead and head over here, edit the loadout on this one, and go to details and take a Gauss ammo out of this one. And then that should allow us to edit this mech. And I know it's at 50 tons already, but I'll take some armor. Oh, do I take? No, I'm going to take a heat sink out and put the Gauss ammo in there. That's not ready yet, I bet. Yep. Oh, we're running Hunchback. Edit loadout. Put the second Gauss ammo in there. Oh, take that out, put that in. And there we go. So hopefully that'll have, you know, that's double the ammo now. So that should take care of things. We'll see. Let's go to Star Map and head over to back to Xinjiang, where we were actually heading to try to capture. There was the guy from Comstar, is that who we were capturing first? I can't remember. There's one of the two guys that were, either one's from Comstar and the other one's from the Black Inferno that we're trying to take out. I know the guy in the King Crab that you see at the beginning is actually one of those guys, so his name's Kane. So our mechs are ready, so let's try this quest again. At this point, you know, I just kind of want to get we probably will get some better salvage out of this one, so we'll see. Alright, cool. So let's see here. I want to switch this mech to the Annihilator. I don't want to pilot it because I don't really, you know, I haven't pulled it out yet, or I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how I would do with it. Let's see here. She's better at ballistic weapons, so I'm going to give her the Hunchback. And they're about the same on missiles and lasers anyways, so we'll give her the Quick Draw. We're still 20 tons underneath what we should be. Alright, hold on here. The Hunchback. We could put a 70-ton mech in there. Why don't we? Hold on here. Timeout. Isn't the Grasshopper a 70-ton mech? Why don't we just use that then? Hold on. I'm trying to think here. I mean, we could very easily put the Grasshopper in here with no problems. Or, do we go ahead and put the Victor in here? We're over 10 tons. We put the Hunchback in there, like that. We don't have to then upgrade anything. We don't have to go back to any planet to pull another mech out of cold storage. And then, at that point, we have 2 AC-20s, a Gauss rifle, and 4 LBX-10s, plus a ton of lasers and missiles, too. I mean, these two don't carry missiles at all, but I know the Victor has an SRM-4, and I'm carrying an LRM-20 ST and an SRM-6. And I mean, there's 4 lasers there. There's like 4 there, 2 there, and 2 there. I think this might not be the worst group to go take out and try to take him out. And it's also 3 assault mechs in a very heavy medium mech. So I think we're ready to try this. Kind of fingers crossed. We'll see how this goes. But hopefully it goes better than last time, because you know, last time we actually were doing okay, but the problem is the fight right before the big boss, we always had issues with, and it was just a bunch of light mechs and a catapult. But the problem is these light mechs would just run out and hit you first, and then the catapult would just sit back there and tear you up. And that's kind of the problem. With the catapult, you got to make sure if you get close up onto it, it's usually not going to do too well. And I think even the one they put out there is a missiles only one. So once you get into its minimum range, it doesn't have any way to attack you. So hopefully this group will be able to do it. You know, I think bringing the Annihilator will help a lot, just because it's got a lot more on the Gauss rifle, or a lot more on the ballistic weapons front, as well as our pilot's an 8 out of 10. Well, his max skill is 8, but he is maxed out at 8. So, and he's no better than I am, because I have an 8 as well. But I do have better laser than him, and then a couple other things that are a little bit better than his. So, you know, I'm only missing 11 points out of the entire thing, which is actually not too bad. But now we wait. That's kind of the hard part. Also, let me turn the game audio up just a little bit. I was noticing yesterday, if you were here for our Minecraft Let's Playthrough, I noticed that the game audio was actually not too awful bad in most spots. I get a feeling that it's running through a couple different things and then into the recording software. So I think it's a lot quieter than I think it is on here. But I also think that my audio is kind of low as well. So I did play around with it just a tiny bit to see if I can boost my audio and get the game audio a little bit better too. So hopefully today will be a lot better. I know we had that one City Skylines playthrough where you could just barely hear me at all. And that was really early on though. I did like a second or third stream. So hopefully we can get this done here. ready to go in the game here. So fingers crossed we can actually do it today. That was my biggest worry, is getting to a mission like this where there was no way we could beat it. It's starting to come to fruition, but we'll see how that goes.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Time to send these bastards back to hell, Commander. The Infernal aerodrome should be straight ahead.
On your 6, Commander.
So hopefully, I think what we also need to do is I also need to send my people in a little bit ahead of me. Turn down the game audio just a tiny bit here. There we go. If I send my people ahead of me just a little bit, I think I'll have a little bit better luck. I'm gonna wait on these two. I don't know what they're doing. It's like my tiny mech, my bigger mechs are getting stuck. I don't want that to happen, especially if we're
Heavy enemy
going
presence
into
detected, Commander.
one of the bigger fights. Come on, guys. There's the LBX-10s. All those big shells coming at you. Yeah, those are the LBX-10s. All right, there's the Centurion.
New target acquired.
So let's actually try. I'm gonna kind of back up just a little bit here and see if I can. Not what I wanted to hit, but all right. Looks like two of my mechs are starting to go in, so let's go ahead and start following those guys in, especially since they're the smaller of my 4 mechs. That's okay. That Centurion's getting torn up, which is good to see. I don't know what this tank is. That's that took an AC-20 and kept going. That's pretty impressive. Let's take out that blackjack. The other big thing is I don't want to run an AC-20 ammo too quickly, because that would be a bad thing, especially if we're taking on that king crab at the end, which has 2 AC-20s. So not ideal. He is almost dead.
Good work, Commander.
Go.
You've eliminated their main defenses. Now, destroy the aerodrome's remaining infrastructure.
Now, like, I'll try just to use lasers because it's like, I think it'd be a little bit easier. You know, we don't have to then worry about using any ammo up. Hopefully, that's the idea. Although we did learn from last time, we got to stay away from some of the warehouses because listen to the other buildings. They said they don't know what they're storing here, but it's kind of big, I guess. Like one of these buildings right over here. They pop pretty big. nice when you can just wreck a place and then not have to worry about somebody attacking you. But we've pretty much got this thing down to where it should be. It's almost gone.
The aerodrome is in ruins.
Go.
Nice job. Now, head to that storage depot. But watch your approach. We don't know what's there. Could be armor, mechs, anything.
I guess it's probably going to be both. I'm waiting for my lance to catch up to me here. I don't want to run into this headlong by myself. What are they doing? Just come on, guys. They're starting to walk around me here. That Victor's probably not the one to be up front. I know it's probably, what, the second fastest mech I have, but probably not ideal for it to be up front. Although so far, not doing too awful bad, damage-wise. That is, Benjamin's taking a little bit more hits than the Victor, but I think she walked forward a little more than I would have liked her to. But oh well. All right, we should start seeing some stuff here. There's a quick draw.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
They have a full lance here, kind of like mine, but they don't have assault mechs. They just have the other ones, or the heavy ones. So let's get in here. Let's see. I'm gonna try to take out this cicada real quick. It shouldn't be too awful hard to take out the cicada, but you know. Really, Benjamin? We don't do that already? Oh, there's one down. Where is... Alright, we gotta step up here and hopefully defend Benjamin a little bit.
That supply depot has Comstor markings on it. I guess that's not a huge surprise, considering Comstor has been helping Inferno. But what's with all
Come on,
those
Victor.
cranes and a huge amount of supplies? What are they up to? What's the component?
I get a feeling Benjamin might not make it through this. Yep, and there she is. That was quick.
Target acquired.
Only got one leg left. I think it's the right one here.
Heat critical.
I figured it is. It has a leg not dead, but there it goes.
Target acquired.
Tango destroyed.
This rifle's out by himself. I'm gonna try to take him out by myself.
Target
There
destroyed.
goes.
Heat critical. Target acquired.
Commander, I just intercepted a key communication. Kenzo Yamata is here. I'm going to try and pinpoint his location for you.
Copy that.
Yeah, I hate
Know
to
when you have a definitive location.
I hate to say this, but
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Benjamin. Yeah, we've taken a lot of hits to like that, but the other three mechs are not doing too awful bad. Mine's the worst off, but like the Annihilator has not hardly been touched, which is awesome because hopefully we can start killing a lot more. I mean, my mech's still got a lot of armor on it still, which is good. You know, hopefully. Let's see. The next two fights is what really is kind of the big pain in the butt. This one didn't help, but you know. Yeah, I kind of wonder though. I wonder if we put. The problem is I think I put the Stalker in cold storage, which is not ideal. But I wonder if we actually use the Stalker instead of the Vector if we have to do this one again. I really hope we don't have to. But this is also a bit of a long mission too. It's not just like you know, it's not an easy to reset mission.
On your martyr, Commander. He seems to have taken refuge in the main fortification. Go get him.
With pleasure.
Multiple LRM launches detected. They're headed in your direction. Additional aircraft inbound. I'm also picking up light mechs and armor. One click and closing fast.
And they lost the helicopter already because there it is falling to the ground. I'm walking kind of slow just so that I can make sure that all my mechs kind of make it here.
Target destroyed.
Ooh, that was a good thump of that LBX.
Target.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They just tear through aircraft.
These forces seem to be a mix of Comstar and Black Inferno. I guess with Dumata here, they weren't taking any chances.
I got it.
Destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Trying to get all the LRM carriers out of here first before those mechs get to us. But
Incoming missile.
well, here what we're gonna do. Take Spider out first.
Target destroyed.
There's the catapult.
Target acquired.
I'm gonna try to go after that catapult next because he will be our biggest pain in the butt.
Incoming missile.
I've still got a bead on your martyr, Commander. No change. Looks like you're going to have to breach the main fortification in order to take him out.
I don't know if it's just moving forward like this is going to trigger the next sequence. I hope it doesn't, but you know, we'll see. That catapult's backing up pretty quick.
Commander.
Oh, it
dropship
does.
inbound.
Awesome.
Intercept course. Looks like your martyr's called in the cavalry.
We finally meet face to face, Commander. I've been waiting for this moment. I'm going to gut you and your men.
Yeah, I got a feeling we might lose this one, but you know what?
Try it,
That's
asshole.
okay.
I'm not going anywhere. You're going to pay for what you did.
Incoming missile. System offline.
Killed the king crab at least. Now they're tearing me up though. That's the problem. Yep, that's what I figured. Alright, well,
Spotted dropship. We'll have to track
That's
it down
unfortunate.
later. Right now, you need to clear that fortress of any remaining infernal forces, then raze it to the ground.
I'm gonna die. Dang it.
Commander? Commander,
Well,
please, come in.
we do know that it can be done now. So let's restart it. And so I think... So we know now that if we move too far forward, that the king crab does spawn. And number two, the king crab's pretty easy to take out. I took it out by myself, so not too difficult. Here's what we're going to have to do, though. I think we're going to have to try to take out those light mechs really quickly, and hopefully we can then, at range, at least take out one of the pods on the. If I can take out the catapult at range, it'd be a little bit easier. But we need to take out the light mechs as fast as we can. I think number one, if we can get the fight before the light mechs, if we can get that a little bit easier, because that's kind of our big issue. If we didn't have that, we'd have our fourth mech as well. I think we could take down those light mechs a lot easier. And then we can move on to the king crab. Once I took out that king crab, they dropped a Victor, and there was like one or two other ones. There weren't huge mechs at all. So, as long as we can get up close on those guys, which I think we can, I don't think we'll have any issue with it. The problem is getting to that point. So, I don't know. That's something I think we got to work on. I was okay to take on the catapult by myself, while the other three took care of the smaller mechs. But I can't get too close to that catapult because I don't want to trigger that next sequence in the where they drop the king crab.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech
So I thought we were getting towards the end, but I guess not. I guess the guy escapes, unfortunately, but.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
But it looks like to kill the king crab, it might just be easier to hit the center torso or just hit his
All
head.
systems
Because
phenomenal.
that's what I did to him, and it seemed like it took him out pretty quick.
Bastards back to hell, Commander. The infernal
Let's see
aerodrome
here.
should be straight ahead.
Let's get these guys going here. So the other problem is, though, is like the Victor and the Stalker kind of have the same problem. They don't have a lot of armor on them, and because of that, they seem to be torn up pretty. They tear up pretty easily. And that's what kind of stinks about them. I loved, I like the Stalker. It was actually kind of a fun
Enemy
mech to,
presence detected, Commander.
kind of different to
Lock and
pilot,
load.
but just to me that it lacks the armor it really needs to be successful. The problem is, to be successful, it has to be a lot heavier of a mech, and
Target acquired.
at that point, you can just get an Atlas or a Annihilator, do the same thing.
Target destroyed. New target.
Target down.
There we go.
On the commander's target.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, well, actually, I think that went a little bit better this time. So that is good. So let's tear up this base. It's already 80% down before I even walk into it. That's... Oh, crap, I didn't want to do that. Still pretty impressive. Only used 5 shots of the AC-20. Missiles were not too bad either. I know this is a little bit slower just using lasers here, but I just want to save the ammo just in case, because I really don't know how much more after we kill that king crab we have to go, so get a little more careful with how we do things. I don't know what that was, but it was big, and it went off pretty quick. That's what they say, you know, keep an eye out for, so that you don't run into those. Oh, that looks nice. And now it doesn't. Alright. Love how we also gotta spread out on the airfield just to take down different parts of it. Pretty cute.
The aerodrome is in ruins.
Alright.
Nice job.
Form up on me,
Now,
guys.
head to that storage depot. But watch your
I
approach.
wonder,
We don't know what's there. Could be armor.
what if we come in from this
anything.
side? We always run around the right or the left or the right side there and kind of come up right through them. I wonder if we actually take this kind of side area to the right here. Let's see if maybe we can draw them out this way a little bit better, or maybe only get like 1 or 2 at a time. That might be a little bit better way for us to take them on if we don't get them all at once. I don't know. It's kind of the neat thing about this game is you can kind of do stuff like this, and it gives you that freedom to try to go as however you want to. And we'll give this way a try. Is that water over there? If that's water, that would really be a benefit, because I don't really talk about this much because we really haven't had the water to do so. But in previous games, and I'm pretty sure this game also does it, if you actually put your mech into water, it actually helps cool your mech down a lot faster. I would suspect it's probably in this game. So yeah, let's see. We're approaching it from this side here. This seems like a pretty good spot to do so. And they're even giving us a way up this way. Let's keep going down the beach here to see if maybe we can either get a little bit closer without actually going around. See if maybe we can draw off either the tanks out. I'm going to stop here because the Annihilator is getting a little far behind from us. It's not the fastest mech in the world, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can draw a couple of them out this way. Either one of the mechs or 2 of the mechs or some of the tanks and stuff like that, some of the heavier tanks. To hopefully maybe we can actually take them out in chunks instead of just having... you know, 8 or 4 mechs and 4 tanks come after us at once. So let's try this. And I also know, I mean, fair enough, the Annihilator's a little bit slower mech, but it also has a lot of range to it too, so it's not like, if it's a little behind us, it's not like it's the end of the world. Let's start turning to see if... Okay, hold on here. Let's back up.
Target acquired.
know if that triggered that or not.
We're moving in behind you, Commander.
I saw the cicada, which, you know, it's, you know, hit or miss whether that will come out after us. But let's move it a little bit slower here. Let's see here. I think they are actually moving around. I just don't know how they're moving around. That's kind of the issue.
New target acquired.
And they've already taken some damage too. I don't know how, but let's try taking that cicada out first. It looks like we actually drew all of them out, but oh well. Let's take out the cicada first.
Target acquired.
Alright, Annihilator, you got him away here.
New target acquired.
That supply depot has Comstar markings on it. I guess that's not a huge surprise, considering Comstar has been helping Inferno. But what's with all those cranes and a huge amount of supplies? What are they up to?
Back it up a little bit, because these guys are not messing around. Fortunately, I think. Really, what I'm trying to do is trying to keep the other guys distracted. Let's kill that guy next, guys. I'm trying to keep the rest of them kind of distracted so that
Destroy.
that we really are. All right, killed that one. All right, one more.
Engaging commander's target.
Heat critical.
Break off trying to keep this tank down real quick. There we go.
Target destroyed.
That was not actually too bad. You know, if we have to do this again, that's the way I'm doing it. Because I think getting them stuck behind a couple of those buildings
Intercepted a key
helped.
communication. Kenzo Yamata is here. I'm going to try and pinpoint
because,
his location for you.
Copy that.
You know,
Let me know when you have a definitive
so that I mean,
location.
they don't come
I
quite
want
all out
that
at once.
location.
And also, I think
Will do, Commander.
being able to kind of distract them or distract the other light or heavier mechs, while my other guys took out the smaller cicada. I think that helped a lot too. So yeah, I think that might be the way we approach it from now on. And we have all 4 mechs, which is the best part about this. For that first fight kind of helped too. We didn't take a lot of hits there. I took quite a few hits in this fight though, which is not great, but you know, at least we have all 4 mechs to fight. And, that's kind of the other issue I saw when I was playing this kind of by myself, you know, on my other save file. I kind of noticed that this is one of those games where, or it's one of those things where, if I didn't have all 4 mechs, you know, obviously they have less targets, or the enemy has less targets to hit, so that they tear you up a lot faster. And I think that's also kind of what happened with the catapult too. The catapult didn't really have anything. You know, they only had 3 targets to shoot at, and that was the closest thing. I'm coming right after it. It kind of makes sense. Come on.
I've got the location on Yamata, Commander. He seems
All right,
to have
let's
taken
regroup here.
communication. Go get him.
With pleasure.
Or right now, we're gonna probably stay next to the solar tower over here and see if we can maybe we'll kill all the tanks and the helicopters pretty quick.
Multiple LRM launches detected. They're headed in your
Stop.
direction.
They found the
Additional
victors
aircraft
up here
inbound.
with me. Yep.
I'm also picking up light mechs and armor. One click and closing fast.
Copy that.
You guys gonna make it sometime today? Let's go. There they are.
Target
All the
acquired.
helicopters are here now, so that's
Target.
that's a benefit. Taking those guys out.
Forces seem to be a mix of Comstar and Black Inferno.
Let's see if we can just maybe sit here for a second and let the
They
helicopters
weren't
come to
taking
us.
any chances.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
This is pretty impressive.
Target destroyed.
All right.
Target
Oh, cool.
acquired.
They're already bringing their mechs are actually coming out this far, which is kind of nice because hopefully their catapult help is not coming with them as fast.
I can't target that, Commander.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Moving on launch target.
There's the catapult. Yep, there's the LRM launchers we gotta take out first. Yes. We were right behind that building that fired. That was not ideal.
Target acquired.
Got another one.
Target
There's
destroyed.
one down.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
There's one of those guys down. Another LRM carrier than just the catapult. Looks like it's just the catapult. Alright.
Coordinated fire on requested target.
See that? It's gone critical.
We gotta get up here and start.
Target destroyed.
Yep. Catapult's not gonna be something to take out.
Target.
Another mech kill for me.
Let's go after the catapult, guys. Jeez, Pete, that's a lot of missiles. Take his leg out. I'm trying to get it to the point where he can't move very
I'm
fast.
still going to beat on your marker, Commander. No change. Looks like you're going to have to breach the main
Yes.
fortification.
Now he's
in
gonna be
order to
limping
take him
back,
out.
so hopefully
Understood.
that won't we won't back up far enough so he doesn't. Yes.
Heat
This is what I wanted. So, all four mechs up. Two of our mechs are hurting pretty good, mine and Benjamin's. But
Forming on the commander.
we've taken out all those mechs, and now we can focus on the King Crab and the mechs that come with them. Here's the idea. I'm gonna send. It looks like the Victor only lost the arm with the lasers on it. What in the world is the Annihilator doing? He's out for a stroll, you know, hasn't taken many hits. I should send him in first and just let him go. Because he has hardly, both him and the Hunchback are doing great. While me and the Victor, not so much. Alright, let's walk up here to trigger it at least. And then, yeah. Come on. There it goes.
Commander, dropship inbound. Intercept course. Looks like your martyr's called in the cavalry.
Alright, guys, where is it at?
Face to face, Commander.
Target acquired.
Moment. I'm going to gun you and your mech, just like I did your father. Come try it, asshole. I'm not going anywhere. You're going to pay for what you did.
I'm gonna walk through those guys first because I can get through them. They can hit my back armor because I have more of that than anything else, which is not ideal for a mech. I'll be honest here. lot more mechs than I thought there was.
The commander is down. Repeat, the commander is down. Begin recovery operations.
There goes the king crab. Alright, well, third time's the charm. Well, this is like 10 or 6 or 7. You've been working on this mission for almost an hour now, and we still, for some reason, cannot get this mission done. I think this is the lance to do it with, unfortunately, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It seems like we got a pretty good tactic going through the first 2 missions, or the first 2 parts, but you know what? I'm going to go through here. I want to do something that I haven't done in this series yet, but I'm going to do now. I'm going to go to Google and see if there's a guide to see if there's any way to help us here. MechWarrior. I can't spell warrior. 5 mercenaries. Killing Kane walkthrough. Let's see here. So let's see here. It looks like they're using a Battlemaster, a Cyclops. Oh, hold on. A Grasshopper and a Victor. They're actually 25, or actually 5 tons under. I'm just trying to do a quick reading. I think the
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Time to send these bastards back to hell, Commander. The Inferno aerodrome should be straight
okay.
ahead.
So actually, it looks like there's a way you can kind of not cheese it, but there's some little bit of handy stuff that you can do for the thing for that last
Negative
fight.
blast. Sorry, Commander.
So I pretty much they've pretty much done the same thing as I've done in the last couple of fights. Let me actually minimize this so I can see my OBS. And, that's not what I wanted to do. See my OBS and everything like that.
Heavy enemy presence detected,
But essentially,
Commander.
with
Load.
the Kane fight, they tell you to actually leave your lance at the bottom of the hill, kind of behind the mountain, and then run up, trigger, and run backwards. At that point, you can essentially, I guess, the way the AI works, Kane will always come down first, so you can actually take him out pretty easily. Let's see here.
Target destroyed.
So it actually looks like these mechs are actually.
Seizing fire.
No, I want to
Lance target confirmed. Firing.
attack those tanks.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Got another one.
All right. Oh crap.
Target
Shared target identified.
But they did say, and this is actually one of the missions where you have to actually command your lane. You can't just do it by yourself, which is interesting. Because usually, like in previous games, a little bit in this game, you kind of can do pretty much everything by yourself. But Victor got in my way again. Go.
target destroyed. Target acquired. destroyed. Target acquired.
Attacking shared target.
Good work, Commander. You've eliminated their major
All right, well,
defenses. Now,
not
destroy
terrible.
Aerodrome's remaining
Oh,
infrastructure.
hold on here.
Affirmative.
Actually, I want to do this.
Stopping.
Because apparently they actually said since it's a longer mission, it is very possible that your lance mates actually run out of ammo. So they said actually when you're doing this airfield and stuff like that, just to have them hold fire, and then you'll just tear up through the base with your lasers real quick, and then they have all that ammo still. Didn't think about that one, so interesting strategy here. You want them to
Positioning
walk
on
around
you,
with me
Commander.
here. Let's destroy all this. This is, it's a little bit slower, I mean fair, but at the same time you're saving ammo for later and stuff like that, so it's not like it's a huge loss. It's just really just time, unfortunately. And the way we've been going, we have, you know, if we want to get this mission done, we might just have to take the time and do it. Kind of the unfortunate part, but so far it's not been too bad. They said the next kind of fight, besides the one with the king crab, is a little bit harder. So I'm going to try to see if I can. There's a strategy you can use where you'll let your lance wait at the bottom of the hill. I'm going to try that just to see if I can run up and trigger it and then back up really quick. I even have an idea of how I'm going to do that too. So we'll see how that goes. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But, the worst thing we have to do is restart the mission again, so it's not like we're missing too much. Alright. But, I was actually kind of surprised that they were not using assault mechs in the walkthrough. They were using a lot of heavier light mechs. I think they were using like a Grasshopper, and they used a Highlander, which, the Highlander's a good mech, but when I have an Annihilator and an Atlas, it's like, why would I want to have a smaller mech that doesn't have as many weapons as an Atlas or something like that, that I can actually, I can equip the same thing to an Atlas, and then I can get a Highlander and have more armor with too. So it's just me. But, I know some people really like the Highlander. I do too. It's not a bad mech. Alright, let's go. If we tear up these warehouses, that'll be our. Well, maybe.
The
Go.
aerodrome is in ruins. Nice job. Now, head to that storage depot. But what's your approach? We don't know what's there. Could be armor, mechs, anything.
Affirmative.
Alright, so let's have these guys go back weapon free.
Good work, Commander.
Don't mess up. Comms check.
Alright, so we're going to approach it the same way we did last time. I think that worked out a little bit better than just heading it head on, because I think they all came out at once. I don't know. I might try to send in the Annihilator first, just because it has a lot more armor than we do, and use that as our shield. Because they actually say to actually save your armor as much as you can, and it makes sense. Where's my lance going? I'm more worried about the Annihilator than anything else. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There we go. It's kind of the idea I have is I'll walk up, or I'll let the Annihilator actually go first. I'll have him start hitting either whatever target comes up first. It'll probably be that cicada. I could be wrong, but I'll have him go first, and then once he gets up the hill, starts firing, I'll have my, I'll follow with the rest of the other two mechs. That should allow him to get up front and hopefully take some of the hits, so that I'm kind of spreading the damage over all my mechs. I really don't want to send my Hunchback in there because, I mean, technically while it's still a good mech, it's only a medium still. So this is the point where I wanted to come up at. Alright, there's the quick draw.
Weapons hold.
Wait for this Annihilator to get up here.
Weapons free.
What do we got?
Target acquired.
That's the rifleman. They haven't really seen us yet, so
Forming on you, Commander. Priority target acknowledged, Commander.
and they've already started attacking them. All right, well that's not ideal.
Moving on Mars target.
Target acquired.
Cicada
Roger,
first, please.
focusing target. Boom! Deads.
Well, Benjamin hit somebody. Didn't hit the cicada, but hit something.
New target acquired.
Let's have them take out one of the bigger mechs at least. Maybe that might help a little bit more. And Cicada's only got a couple medium lasers. These guys actually have some decent weapons on them. And if we can take out maybe the Thunderbolt because it's got a PPC on it, it's not the worst idea in the world. And probably the rifleman needs to go next. Alright, so we've taken out the tanks and everything, so I'm gonna worry about the mechs now.
The supply depot has Comstar markings on it. I guess that's not a huge surprise, considering Comstar has been helping Inferno. But what's with all those cranes and a huge amount of supplies?
Destroyed.
What are they up to?
Okay, quick draw next.
Nick.
Target acquired.
Large target
Rifleman now.
engaged.
Look at that, the Annihilator right up front there, like I planned it.
Commander, I
That
just
was way
intercepted
too
a key
easy.
communication.
I mean,
Kenzo
Benjamin having
Yamata
some issues
is
still,
here.
but
I'm going to try and pinpoint his location
oh
for
shoot,
you.
the cicada's still there.
Copy that.
Look at that.
Let me know when
We
you have a
left the
definitive
cicada for
location.
last,
I
but
want that son of a bitch.
you know,
Will do, Commander.
and he's already almost destroyed the base for us, which is nice of him.
Destroyed.
Disengage.
All right, so we not doing too bad on the damage front. I mean, once again, the Victor has been not ideal, but you know. Could be better. This is kind of one of those missions I kind of wish we had a mobile repair base. And like if you played any of the MechWarrior games, in MechWarrior 3 you actually had a mobile. I feel like it's actually called the mobile base unit. But essentially it was a somewhere you told them where to go. If they got destroyed, you lost them permanently. But you actually could move them around during missions, and then when you needed it, they would actually set up. They could actually form a repair base. Not that it would like you couldn't like repair. You could if you lost like a leg or an arm, you couldn't put that back on. But if let's say you ran out of ammo or you lost a bunch of armor, you actually go in there and it would completely refill your armor and completely refill or rebuild your ammo too. So it was pretty neat. And I think it worked pretty well. So kind of a neat system that I haven't seen any of the other two, or either in 4 or 5. There is some repairs in both games, but I don't think they really kind of live up to the mobile field base. That was pretty cool. All right, so once we get this torn down, we have to do the small mech fights, which I think would be pretty easy if we just take, do like we did last time, stay back here. And we can take out the helicopters and probably the LRM carriers pretty much from back here.
With pleasure.
And then, because of that, if we can do that, hopefully we can bring some of the. Hopefully we can bring out some of the when we maybe even pick off one of the light mechs from back here. We'll see.
I'm also picking up light mechs and armor. One click and closing fast.
Copy that.
So here comes the helicopters. I see them.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
These forces seem to be a mix of Comstar and Black Inferno.
I probably should tell them
I
your
guess with
weapons
your
free,
martyr
shouldn't
here,
I?
They weren't taking any chances.
Target acquired.
Maybe forgot about that. Glad I didn't charge forward. That would have been bad.
Target destroyed.
All right, where do we got? There's an LRM carrier. There's a mech. Got a spider there. The locust is there, and there's the commando. All right, let's actually try something here.
Lead on, Commander.
Target
All right,
acquired.
let's start taking people out.
Engaging Commander's
But we're gonna head this way to do it.
New target acquired.
About these two light mechs, the commando's really the only one I'm concerned about. So let's just make sure that they get down first, and then
Tango destroyed.
let's get that guy next,
We're on
guys.
your target, Commander.
Let's get the LRM carrier down.
Target destroyed. Incoming
That
missile.
guy's dead now. Let's
Target
take out the catapult guys.
incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Well, we've made it back to here, all 4 mechs, and honestly, not too much damage to my mech. So I think that this we got a chance. And that is the main thing. We have a chance. Here's what I'm going to do though. I'm going to leave my mechs down here and go up by myself. I know, little tricky, but I am going to do this in a way that, number one, I think I can get out of there before they really start firing on me. And hopefully, let's actually pull them back here a little bit more. Essentially what I want to do, I want to have them chase me down here. If I was reading right, Kane should actually get down here first. And if that's true, we take him out by ourselves. Let's back up a little more. Don't hunchback, don't go up that way. He should come up by himself. We should be able to destroy him. And then really, it's just a bunch of medium mechs that he lands with. There is, I think, that'll be 3 of the mechs. I think there's actually 3 more that come off that hill that are a little heavier than that. So we'll just have to be a little careful on how we approach this. Yeah, let's get all 3 of our guys here. And I think if I do this...
We're on the move. Reposition successful, Commander.
I think now if I take off down this way, they'll stay there. That's what I want.
Position, Commander.
Let's see.
The waypoint?
It looks like they're all staying right there, which is what I want. Alright, so I gotta find the hill next. Alright, there's the hill. Now, if you notice, and I don't know if you guys have yet or not, the Atlas is not a very fast mech, and it's even worse in reverse. Alright? Here's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna get up here this hill. Remember when I said earlier that your back armor hardly takes any shots at all? Well, I think mine's gonna take something. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn the mech. I'm going to face exactly north. I'm gonna back up this hill. Because when the thing spawns, I full throttle back down the hill. It, actually towards where I want them to go. Let me back up cameras. There we go. All right.
Dropship inbound.
Now I've got a couple of seconds before they actually drop.
Looks like your martyrs called in the cavalry.
We finally meet face to face, Commander. I've been waiting for this moment.
It looks like I actually didn't get hit at all. I didn't expect that. Okay.
Try it, asshole.
So hopefully now he'll come after us. That is the idea. Is the king crab comes down here, we essentially ambush him with 4 mechs, and then we can slowly start picking them off one at a time. Kind of the idea.
Forming on you, Commander.
Alright, so now we wait. Hopefully this works. Because if it doesn't, then I've wasted a bunch of time. Alright, Panther came down first.
Coordinated fire on requested.
Take him out first. Even better. Because, I'll be honest with you. Alright, 1 down. A helicopter up here. There's another mech came around the corner. It's the Victor. I may or may not have pulled back a little too far. Because the king crab hasn't made it down here yet. Yeah. Laser left. There he is.
Target acquired.
Look at that. The Atlas right up front there taking the hits. Good man. Thing is not dying as fast as I thought it would.
Commander, no! I've lost comms with the commander. Does anyone have eyes on him?
We were doing so well. We did that so well. Oh, dang it. Alright, well, we know that strategy works though. That's kind of the good thing. Alright, we're gonna have to restart. We're gonna restart the mission. I think we're getting closer though. We actually we took down what 2 of his mechs before he even got there. If we can take out those helicopters, and because I didn't know there was helicopters too. that might work a little bit better. But what I'm gonna just take a 2-minute break. I'm going to use the restroom really quick. Once this loads, I'm just going to hit pause, and then I'll do my be right back real quick. My back's also my back get all sore today. I have no idea why. So, yeah. So, yeah. So if you guys need to take a break, it's probably a good time to do so. If you need a little bit longer break than I do, I'm just going to run up and use the restroom real quick, and I will be right back. It shouldn't take me too long, but you know, it's hopefully that'll be enough time to help clear the thoughts, and hopefully come back into it and we'll try to beat it again. We've almost used this entire stream to beat this mission. Well, we're about halfway through already. Hopefully it doesn't take another hour and a half. It's already been almost an hour and 20 minutes to just try to get through this one mission. It's not a very, you know, it's a long mission, so kind of even, you know, restarting it, you know, you're still probably in a good 15 minutes just to get back to where you were. So not ideal, I'll be honest with you. All right. Looks like we're loading in the mission again here, so let's go ahead and hit pause there. All right, guys, I'll be right back, so give me just a couple of minutes here, and hopefully when we come back, we can beat this mission. All right, I am back. Hopefully this will be a little bit better now. Just took a minute, just clear the head out and see if we can maybe try to get this done.
Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
There we go.
Time to send these bastards back to hell, Commander. The Inferno aerodrome should be straight ahead.
On your 6, Commander.
Heavy enemy presence detected, Commander. Lock and load.
All right, one of my guys is running away from the fight. I don't know who that is. Might be the Victor gun. Yep. It was. All right, well, not ideal, to be honest with you. Someone's already running away from the fight.
Target
Right.
acquired. Target destroyed.
See if I can actually take out some of these tanks real quick while we're just sitting up here. All right, guess not. All right, well.
Got another one.
Target acquired.
Coordinated fire on requested target.
Incoming missile.
Focusing the shared target.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I got it.
I don't know what he got there, but he got something.
Target destroyed.
Blackjack's hurting now.
Good work, Commander. You've eliminated their main
All right.
defenses. Now,
So far, it's
destroy
actually
the
not a bad
aerodrome's
one.
remaining infrastructure.
Affirmative.
We actually got through that part pretty unscathed, to be honest with you. Even though my mech looks a little bit worse for wear, but honestly, it doesn't look too bad. Actually, the Annihilator actually took a hit or two, which is a miracle to see, because usually they don't. For some reason, that Annihilator just like dodges everything, or just doesn't care. It's awesome. Let's get these guys. Bother us anymore.
Target destroyed.
I'm supposed to be just tearing up the base here, but you know, with, I don't know. If something's shooting back at us, I don't mind using the lasers and things like that, but I just kind of prefer using missiles in the AC-10 or 20. I'm trying to save as much ammo as I can, because I really don't know how much more we have after that fortress. I could be wrong. It could just be it, and it ends after the fortress, but you know, you always want to leave a little bit just in case something like that were to happen. It does take a little bit longer without, you know, your lance mates, but oh well. The only thing we're taking is time. You know, I'd rather take time and make sure that we all make it to the end of this fight with a bunch of, you know, ammo, things like that, than lose all of our mechs and have to try to get this all over again. That is not ideal to do, as we've seen the past hour and a half. Hold on here. There's a... The Hunchback really lose its right arm? Hold on here. Yeah, it sure did. Alright, well... we restart. We're already into this. They've actually taken a lot more damage now because of that. Dang it! I'm gonna restart because I didn't see that turret. Oh, that sucks. I think it was a good start to that mission. I don't know why. I'm having so many issues. What I might have to do is just try to do this mission off stream and record it, and then show it to you guys at the beginning of the next stream. I don't know. Because there's more to this game than, you know, just this. I mean, there has to be at least a difficulty 100 mission, because this is only a difficulty level 80, which is not ideal. I really think also we need to go get some more pilots too. The pilots I think we have are starting to get to the point where their skill is starting to hinder us, which sucks, but you know. That's kind of what we're at right now. If we had the other guy, we lost a pretty good pilot of like a 43 a couple of streams ago. It'd be nice to have him, and then we don't have to get one, but I think we're going to have to go buy two of them, unfortunately. And I really, if I can help it, I'd like to try to find just ones that I don't have to train. I can just buy them, and they're already at like a 30 or a 35 or something like that. That'd be nice. If we beat this mission, hopefully I can go find a couple of those guys. We'll see, though.
Reactor online.
This is the one thing I feared about streaming, is getting to a level in a game that we just cannot beat. We keep beating our head against it.
Time to send these bastards back to hell. aerodrome should be straight ahead.
Backing off.
Heavy enemy presence detected, Commander. Lock and load.
We're moving, sir.
You know what? Actually, I want to hold these
Safety's
guys
off.
first.
Ceasing fire. Unable to target that, Commander.
Keep them in the wrong order.
Target acquired.
I want to try to take out the tanks first. Like just sitting on this hill, I want to see if they can come up here a little bit.
New target acquired.
If I really not take out that light, it's got to be almost dead.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Now we can go up
Don't mess
inside.
up, don't mess up. Comms check.
All right, guys, come on.
Getting into formation, Commander.
Moving on Ron's target.
Destroyed.
Shoot, I hit the
got
wrong
it.
button.
Engaging
This is
commanding
not
target.
ending well. That one, I want that one dead.
ID received. Engaging.
Well, I go after the tank here. He's dead.
Kill confirmed.
Nice. All
Another
right, that
mech
one.
kill for me. Roger, focusing target.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
All right. Oh, there's the turret I was getting torn up by last time.
Affirmative.
Disengaging. Sorry, sir. Can't target that.
All right, I think this actually might just be as good or even better than what we did last time. I didn't take nearly as many hits, which is even better.
Reposition successful, Commander.
Actually, you know what? Right there is where I
We
want you
are
guys to go.
Oscar Mike.
Because that should be out of range of any turrets.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Requested, Commander.
Cool. Yep. Alright, let's move this way. I think there's a couple more turrets over here we gotta be careful of.
I'm at the location, Commander.
You know what? I think this is the side that blows up today. Maybe not. I'm gonna hit this side though and make sure. There's one side that almost like it looks like a reactor exploding. Kinda like that. Alright, well. Figured out what side that was on. There's another one right there too. We gotta be careful of those. Come on. Knock that out. Tanks. Press this down. They got me 1%. That was not great. I have them form up on me. I think they'll. I think we're okay with this turret over here. Hold on. Are you seriously taking out my annihilator? That's not ideal. I was hoping there was not another turret there. So automated turrets are no joke, unfortunately. I think we still should be fine. I still think we should be fine. I mean, the other took a shot, but you know, who knows?
Affirmative.
Worst things we have to do is restart it because we haven't done that 3 or 4 times already today. Let's actually walk a little more to this side.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
I don't want to trigger them just yet. We'll get back to the point where we have been triggering them at. Be a little bit easier for us at least. And now we wait on the annihilator, because of course we do. You would think, and maybe this is just me thinking this, but if we're destroying their airfield, you would think they'd bring those guys from the ammo depot and bring them over to help defend their airfield. Maybe that's just me, but, you know. I guess what I could do is do the same strategy I do with the big fight over here as well. Let's see if I can try it. What I want to do is I want to try to position my guys behind this rock here. Fair enough, this might be a little bit harder because of just, they can come multiple ways. But if I can draw them out to here and have them come around this corner here, we might be able to just take them on one at a time and hopefully not have to worry about losing too much damage. Alright, I'm going to tell my guys park it right here.
We're moving.
You know what I probably could do actually?
Here, Commander.
Annihilator, you go there.
Moving to requested grid, Commander.
Let's see, Hunchback. Nope, that's Victor. You go there.
Roger, moving to requested.
And Hunchback, you go there.
Moving, Commander.
Kind of spread them out a little bit.
Made it to your requested
Now, when
nav
I
locator,
start telling them to attack, it's going to be they're going to start moving again. But we can keep them at least there for now. Hopefully, hopefully they can. They'll stay on the beach. Essentially, is what I'm trying to get at. Let's peek our head over here.
Target acquired.
We got a rifleman. There's that cicada. Fire on it. There we go. So I just poked a bear and hopefully now it chases me into a kill zone that I've set up. Kind of the idea, I guess. And I'm hoping that cicada can outrun the rest of them, which it should be able to. And if that's true, and then the next faster mech and so on and so forth. Kind of the idea, at least.
Target
There is a
acquired.
tank.
Target destroyed.
Why just let him go weapons free, shouldn't I? Probably would not be the worst idea. Ooh, hold on. The quick draw got out here faster than the rest of them did.
Copy. Mirage
How does that work out?
Destroyed. Target acquired.
On the commander's target.
Destroyed. Target acquired. Heat critical. Target destroyed.
Alright, that worked out a ton better. 'Cause look at the armor loss. I hardly lost anything. I mean, I was like this at the end of the first fight last time. And there's probably like a couple more tanks around here, but, you know, I'm okay with that. Oh, I forgot about the cicada.
Last target confirmed. Firing.
The cicada I actually hit first, and it's still stuck back there. I think I kind of lucked out on that one.
Commander, I just intercepted a key communication. Kenzo Yamata is here. I'm going to try and pinpoint his location for you.
Copy that. Let me know when you have a definitive location. I want that son of a bitch.
Will do, Commander. That supply depot has Comstor markings on it. I guess that's not a huge surprise, considering Comstor has been helping Inferno. But what's with all those cranes and a huge amount of supplies? What are they up to?
Target destroyed.
Alright.
Disengaging.
So we need to stop through this supply depot. I think so far our best chance of what taking this guy down at least. At least so far. I mean, I think this is the most armor we've had on all of our mechs. I think this is the most well equipped, probably the most ammo we have. I'm only used 10 AC-20 shots. It's pretty good. That is going down. All right. So some taller buildings standing over here. Let's get rid of these. Yep, I just went face first with an Atlas to a building. Pretty cute. That's the only thing is that since we've gone to this newer method, it's gone a lot slower in these missions. We have gotten a lot farther in the missions, so I guess a bit of a trade-off.
Location on Yamata, Commander. He seems to have taken refuge in the main fortification.
I don't know why I'm walking in this building, but I am.
With pleasure.
Lead on, Commander.
Alright, we do what we do here. We make our stand right on this road. Or a little after it. There we go. So it should trigger it here shortly.
Headed in your direction.
But
Additional aircraft inbound. I'm also picking up light mechs and armor. One click and closing fast.
Copy that.
pretty sure that's a helicopter down, because it's in burning pieces over there. Let's get the helicopters out first.
This is gonna be intense.
Target destroyed.
Enemy eliminated.
These forces seem to be a mix of Comstar and Black Inferno. I guess with Yamata here, they weren't taking any chances.
Target destroyed.
Yeah.
What seems like the one I shoot missiles at is always the one that the Annihilator just absolutely wrecks. Which,
Target acquired.
don't get me wrong, not the
Target
worst thing in the world.
destroyed.
But, alright, let's see here. Who's going to pop up first? I really want to take out the Commando first, because that's the one I'm worried about the most, because it can hit us a little bit longer than the rest of them can. I haven't seen it yet, though, which kind of worries me. There he is.
We're on your target, Commander.
One LRM carrier. Missed it. That should get it.
Target
Yeah.
destroyed.
Enemy mech town.
Cool. Next one, get the spider.
Coordinated fire on requested target.
There's the other LRM carrier. That should take it out. Yes.
Target acquired.
Tango eliminated. We're
Acquired.
on your target, Commander.
I'm pretty sure the spread of the LBX-10 is actually larger than a Locust is, which is pretty crazy.
Target acquired.
Alright, I'm gonna try to start taking out the catapult's legs.
Incoming missile.
Yep, this is what I was worried about. This one's actually well armed.
Target acquired.
I'm still gonna beat on Yamata, Commander. No change. Looks like you're going to have to breach the main fortification in order to take him out.
Critical.
Understood.
Target
There we go.
destroyed.
Alright. So, actually, our mech still looked pretty good. I'm kind of surprised. We're going to do the same strategy we did last time. We're going to park our guys back here. We'll run up the hill. I'll back up the hill. And then we'll run down. And hopefully we can take either him, the King Crab, and the helicopter, or the helicopters and the smaller mechs out first. And then we can take out the King Crab if he doesn't come down sooner. Alrighty, where's the rest of our people at? Just far enough back it should be. I'm not gonna risk it though. I'm gonna back them up just a little bit more here. Tell them to park here right about there.
On our way.
At the requested position, Commander.
Gonna wait a minute for our Annihilator to actually get to where we need him to go. Come on, buddy. You can do it. I know you've actually taken quite a few hits in this fight, but we do need to get you. We need to get you up over here. There you go.
Navigating to location.
All right. Well, by the time he actually gets there, we should be ready to fight. So, once again, I want to back up the hill like I did last time.
Holding at location.
Not that, I mean, technically our back armor is actually taking about the same amount of beating as our front. I mean, it's better, but if you look at, I mean, like our arms and legs, kind of torn up a little bit. So we need to turn just a little bit more. Turn down this way. And back our way up this hill. I'm going to aim straight for our guys because I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this.
Commander, dropship inbound. Intercept course. Looks like your martyrs called in the cavalry.
We finally meet face to face, Commander. I've been waiting for this moment. I'm going to
I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
come try it, asshole.
I mean, come on, that was too easy.
You're going to pay for what you did.
Weapons are free. We should be ready to go once whoever comes down here first will take them out. Alright, let's turn it around and let's see what we got. Also look out for helicopter. Alright, there's the first guy.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Target destroyed. Target
Panther now.
acquired.
Helicopters. Come on.
Target
Destroyed that mech.
Got another one.
Alright, we got both helicopters now. Now that King Crab has yet to show up, which is a bit of a worry. Because I'd expect it down here by now that we've left the rest of his lands in smoldering ruins. There he is.
target acquired.
Large target engaged.
Now, if I did this correctly, he should go after my... Well, he's coming after me, no matter what. He's going to come after me. If I somewhat hide, which seems a bit of a coward's move, but you know, I'm a coward that stays alive, is what it is. Turn this side to him now. Alright, he's taking out one arm. Well, on his neck, I should say.
Target destroyed.
Okay, there we go. Alright. Gotta be a little more careful, but that was kind of the big mech.
Excellent kill, Commander. Unfortunately, your martyr used Ken as a distraction in order to make his escape aboard a dropship. We'll have to track him down later. Right now, you need to clear that fortress of any remaining Infernal forces.
There should be 3 more
then
mechs
raze
that we
it
have
to
to
the
deal with,
ground.
and I think at least I know one of them's heavy and probably 2 of them. I don't think there's any more assault mechs, but I can't discount that. I'm taking this as slow as possible because number one, my Atlas does not want to catch up. But did the Atlas lose a leg? That's what I'm wondering. Because I know it's slow, but I don't think it's really this slow. He very well, maybe not. Got a lot of paint still on that leg. Usually when you lose like all the armor on a leg or something like that, or lose a leg, all the paint will go off of it, so it's a little easier to see. Hopefully this won't be too awful bad. I'm just a little worried that we don't have any armor on our center torso. That's what I'm concerned about. Something's attacking something. And they're firing on the base now. I actually don't see any of the mechs, which kind of concerns me. They should be around here somewhere. There's one.
Attacking shared target.
Go with Victor.
Yes, sir. On the move.
Get the Victor to back up a little bit. Victor, now you can go attack.
Attacking target.
Because I hate to say this, but if I lose a lance mate, that's okay. Because I don't die then.
New target.
Ooh, it's got the
acquired.
AC-20 on it. I don't want to see that.
Taking heavy damage over here. Let's get that thing.
Let's change it up to this guy. Because he's hitting me hard already. That's not good. Alright, Annihilator move, please. I want to hit you with the AC-20 because that would be
Missile.
not idea. Deal. Idea. I believe it. Please deal with that guy. Pull back a little bit. That Jaeger mech, I think, is what's hitting us so hard with all those missiles.
New target acquired.
He is dead.
We're on it, sir.
Destroyed.
Alright, there's one mech gone.
Target acquired.
Enemy mech
There's two
eliminated.
gone.
Focusing the ship.
He's got an AC-20 as well? What the heck? He's around here somewhere. I came up. Thought I would go up behind him, but I didn't.
That mech is scrap.
Okay, I think that's all the targets down now.
Seizing fire.
Let's try to take all this out now. It's a big fortress too. I don't really want my guys to attack right now because, you know, if I have more to kill, then I'm almost useless in a fight. So was my Annihilator. Let's be honest here. But, I think I can take this down. Not myself, at least. Just gotta be a little more careful with how I do it. Let's go up here. There's some fresh buildings up here that we haven't taken out yet. Water tower here. Let's cool everything down here. This the water. Come on. I know I'm taking this super slow, but I don't want to lose, like, we've made it this far. I don't want to lose any progress. Speaking of losing things, I'm pretty sure the Atlas, or the Annihilator, does not have any more arms, which I believe means he does not have any LBX weapons anymore, which absolutely sucks. But, you know, that happens. This is a fuel depot, but let's stay back a little bit. Smash there. I mean, I get a feeling if there's going to be any more mechs, they would have brought them by now. But, just to be safe.
Alright, Commander. Excellent work. With Ken dead
That might
and
be
their
it.
base of operations in
Come on.
ruins, that should finally put Inferno out of business once and for all. Hang tight. I'm on my way down.
Oh, I think we did it. I think we finally beat this stupid mission after 2 hours We finally beat that mission. Ugh. I don't know what to do now. I mean, just we're done. Oh, it was so nice to get that done, though. That was still not an easy fight. I was a little concerned with that Jaeger mech firing all those missiles at us. We better get something decent out of it too, because I think I lost all those LBX weapons, which I probably can find some more, but still. Finally, let me see it. Contract fulfilled. And they gave us a king crab. What a legend. Oh, we can actually take a couple mechs. I don't think we will, but oh, is the LBXs available to pick up? Medium lasers, machine guns, jump jet. No, there's an AC2 and an AC5. Not ideal. But with 4 though, I probably won't be able to pick up much. Let's just do that. No one got killed though, also pretty good. Annihilator, just over $2 million in damage. That's pretty cool. All right. So before we do anything else, we're going to have to go repair some stuff. Come on, let me take over my mouse and keyboard. There we go. We're going to repair quite a few things. I got a feeling that the Annihilator is going to have a fun thing to repair, but seeing that both its arms are gone. But let's see what the mission
Hey,
is.
Commander. I have to say, we're living in extraordinary times. The buried Starleague fortress we found on Xinjiang is, in itself, a monumental discovery. But what we found inside, well, that's nothing short of astonishing.
That's a lot of fancy adjectives, Rihanna.
Perhaps, but think about it. Comstar have been working on this site for years, and still, they've only managed to unearth a small portion of the fortress. Spears estimates that excavating the rest of it could take decades, and that's only the half of it. I'll let Spears describe what he's found, and the importance of it. Spears, the commander's ready. Go ahead.
Hello, Commander. Congratulations on taking down Kane and putting an end to Inferno's reign of terror.
Thanks.
Let me explain what we found. As Rihanna told you, this fortress was lost to humanity for almost 300 years. That is, until Comstar stumbled upon it. Inside one of the excavated buildings that Comstar was able to unearth, we located an ancient star map carved into one of the walls. Every known system within the inner sphere is charted on that map. But this is no ordinary map, Commander. This one is special.
How so?
It's more expansive, more comprehensive than any map currently known to exist. Beyond the periphery, there are hints that this map charted what, for us, is currently uncharted space. It appears that wasn't always the case. Not before the fall of the Starleague. Unfortunately, a significant portion of the map has been destroyed. Again, whether that was intentional or not, we don't know yet.
Okay, I feel like you're about to make a point.
I am. Embedded into the map were a series of symbols. These symbols correspond exactly to the location of recently discovered Starleague bases, settlements, and weapon depots that were, until Inferno found them, lost to time as well. They were obscured, buried, concealed from even those who lived right next to them, as was the case here on Xinjiang. Not surprisingly, the symbols on the map also correspond to the numerous areas of refugee displacement that we've been tracking over the years in our pursuit of Black Inferno. We made the connection between Inferno driving people from their land and the discovery of the lost Starleague facilities. But we didn't know how they were able to locate them. Now we do. Comstar has been using the map to pinpoint those sites and sending Inferno forces to pillage them. It's been happening all across the inner sphere. It explains almost everything we've discovered so far. Almost.
We believe your father's coordinates have something to do with the missing section of the star map. It's why Yamato wants them so badly. He's looking for something out there, something big, and he thinks we have the coordinates to whatever it is.
The question is, what do the coordinates lead to? And why did your father have them? If we're going to answer those questions, we need to decrypt the coordinates first.
The problem, however, is that the encryption is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Breaking it is more difficult than I originally imagined. I need more time.
Right now, Commander, Yamato knows something we don't. But we have something he doesn't. That puts us on even ground. For the moment. Once we unlock those coordinates, we'll finally have the upper hand.
In the meantime, we take on more contracts, bolster our inventory of mechs and recruit new pilots. If we thought Inferno was tough, Comstar is going to be much worse. To that end, I've uploaded a new contract, Commander. From House Kurita, I'll go ahead and prepare the mission briefing while you get us where we need to go.
Copy that. And Spears. Thanks.
You bet. Good luck, Commander. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, House Creed is not like me, so that might be a fun mission. Alright, let's head back to Holland's Deliverance. Okay, yep, that's the one they're talking about. That's the next story mission. That's not actually too far, but we might just go for it. But let's go ahead and head over to the nearest repair facility. Let's get our mechs repaired. Honestly, I think the worst one's going to be the Annihilator, because I don't think we lost any weapons on the other ones. Maybe some like heat sinks or something like that, but it looks like everybody was firing, pun intended, on all cylinders there. Let's take a look here. I mean, technically this one we didn't lose any weapons, so we'll hit start there. Hunchback didn't lose any weapons, we'll start there. Victor didn't lose any weapons, so we'll just hit start there. We'll look at the King Crab, because, you know, that's our new one. That's our new thing here. It's a pretty good mech. It's 100 tons, 2 AC-20s, which, you know, fair enough, it's pretty big. A LRM-15 and a large laser. It's not bad. I've seen some variants where it actually comes with 2 LRM-10s instead of the large laser. And I've also seen somewhere it comes with 2 large lasers. Let me take a look here and see how it looks. Yeah, it's pretty much built for those AC-20s, at least this variant of it. Oh, that's a tier 5 autocannon, or tier 5 AC-20. That's pretty impressive. Does 26 damage. You know what that's going to do? That's going on my Atlas. Anyways, hold on. What tier did the ones they have? All right, there's tier 1s. That's not bad. There's also a tier 5 large laser. Not bad. There's also a tier 4 LRM-15 with Artemis 4. That's a really good one. I think a lot of this might be going on that Atlas, because why not? This is going to be the fun one. Repair all. So we lost 2 LBX-10s, so it's not the worst thing in the world. We lost a couple of small lasers, so let's do this. And then we'll do that. We'll remove some of the LBX-10 ammo. Because right now, there's double heat sinks. Didn't know this thing had double heat sinks. Those are really nice. So essentially, they're the same weight as a normal heat sink, but they're twice as efficient. So they're really nice. There might be a little less resilient, so if they get hit, they're more likely to explode. But let's also look here to see if there is, just by happen to have any LBX-10s. Doesn't really look like it. But you know what we can do, though, since we're in a space like this, we can just go to another planet, like I'm thinking Port Arthur here, and we'll see if maybe they have something. They also have a rare mech here, so I want to see if maybe they have something there. I might put the Hunchback back in cold storage. I might put the King Crab in cold storage too, to be honest with you. I really don't need it right now. You know, it's just with the Atlas and the Annihilator, I think we're a little bit better. Oh, it's a Battle Master. Cool. I just think that we're kind of better off with what we have right now. We got 2 Awesomes, a Battle Master, and a Phoenix Hawk. It's a pretty neat little thing here. All right, let's look just here. Doesn't look like they have any LBX things, but they do have some more AC-20s. I could replace it with AC-10s. And it'll probably be 2 Burst Fire AC-10s. Let's go ahead and do that. Which, don't get me wrong, it's not what I want to do. Because, let's go ahead and rid of all of those. Might repair all before we forget. 2 AC-10s with burst fire. That's what we wanted to do. That's the market, that's why. AC-10 burst fires. We will need some ammo for those, so we'll take out at least, let's see here. This holds 40 rounds. You gotta remember, let's see here. If I do that, that gives them 40 shots with that thing. Let's give them one more, so that'll give them some. We also need some AC-10 ammo. And that'll give him 80 rounds there and give him what, 60 rounds on this one. So it's not like it's a bad trade-off. We can actually give him one more. We'll do that. So kind of even it out a little more. So that'll give him, 60 rounds with this one, and should we give him 60 rounds with both? Yeah. So that's not too terrible. Let's put some medium laser. Let's see if there's any better medium lasers. They actually have quite a few better medium lasers out there. Let's do that. Do that and that. And now I'm down at 1 ton. Let's go ahead and just max the armor out. And we can't. Oh well. I'll put another heat sink on it. Why not? They could use some heat. Strip armor. Max the armor out. It's cost us just about $250,000 to repair that thing. So it's not too awful bad. Alright. Cold storage. Let's go ahead and put the king crab into cold storage. Because right now I don't need it. Same with probably the hunchback. Which right here. Let's go ahead and put him in cold storage. And then all those guys up there. And I probably will put the... I guess it depends how hard the next missions are. I could put the grasshopper, bring that guy back out, which is not a bad mech, but we're going to need a lot of heat sinks. And we have like 39 out there, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. But we'll see how hard the next missions are. We might need to pull out the king crab again or the grasshopper, which probably needs repairs first before we bring it back out. Same with the hunchback, but that is okay. Branch our main force is probably going to be our Atlas, our Victor, and our Annihilator, and then probably one of these mechs. Maybe the Orion. I don't know yet. It's got. Ooh, we need to put. Before I forget, I need to put the extra Gauss ammo back into this thing. Let's start work on that. Alrighty, well. Let's go ahead and just kind of wait these days out here. Not too bad at all. You know what I did when I modified my Atlas just a little bit, because we had some stuff on here that could actually do a lot more stuff for us. Ballistic weapons. I do want to actually change out the AC-20 for this one, because if you look here, this generates. Let's see here. It's the same weight. It does 4 more damage per shot. It does fire quite a bit faster. It generates a little less heat, not a whole lot. But max range goes from 297 to 337. It's not too bad. And it actually increases the projectile speed by 60 meters per second. So I think I'm okay with that. The other thing we had was an LRM-15. That was really good. What was the other thing that we had? That was a large laser, wasn't it? Or maybe not. Maybe it was just on the market that was there. Or not. I could just be going crazy too. Also could be a thing. You know what? We can take these tier 2 lasers out of here. Put the tier 3s in there so they all fire at the same time. That'll probably work out a little bit better. So there we go. So that should be okay. So let's see here. Do we want to go ahead and just travel to the next story mission? I think we probably should. Probably just be a little bit better. Actually see something a little bit different. What we got here? Got Deliverance. It's another 80, so it's not ideal, but let's see what we got. It's a Lush Canyon. It's about outlaws, so I don't really care. We're still hostile with them, so they're not ideal. Let's go ahead and get some of that. Alright, we don't have a mech for this person here. We're under tonnage here, so we can bring up to an 80-ton mech there. I mean, 355 is not terrible, to be honest with you. I mean, technically, we could bring all assault mechs if we wanted to. The problem is I think the Stalker's an 85. Okay, never mind. Alright, I got a question then. I don't know this for a fact. But we do have a weight limit here. What happens if we bring a move that guy up there? What happens if we just, like, let's say on a Stalker, alright? It's got a, you know, we can bring up to 80 tons. What if we just leave some of the missiles out and make it an 80-ton mech? Does that count? I mean, in theory, it would. I mean, I'm okay with this Lance as it is now, but you know, to me, that's just it's kind of funny. Let's see here, it's tonnage. Okay, I don't know. That'd be interesting to see if that would work or not. I don't know if it would or not. Maybe we should try that sometime. Just get the well, it's like we can't do it now, but maybe one mission if we did an 80-ton mech, just takes the missiles off the Stalker or something like that, and let it eat with maybe take the yellow rim 10 or 15 out of the arm, because that probably will just get blown off anyways, and then that might work. I don't know. Might be something interesting to try. Well, guys, it is 3:15, so we got about 45 minutes left of the stream. Depending on how this mission goes, it might be the last one we do, because that first one was a nightmare. But we got it done. That was kind of the big part of it, and I'm okay with that. You know, if you know, hopefully this one won't be as bad. But still, it's a difficulty 80, I believe, so it's the same difficulty, and we kind of mixed up with different mechs. But they're also letting us have more weight in this one. I've noticed. You know, the other one's 330. This one's 360. So we can bring a heavy mech instead of the Hunchback. So we'll see how this goes. But we're getting to the point where we can almost bring 300 or 400-ton mechs. I mean, we could here and bring something like the Quick Draw. I think it is that 60 tons. And we could have brought the King Crab and like a Quick Draw, and it'd just be an annihilation force. But I'm okay with bringing in Orion, because that's just the poor man's Atlas. That's really what they even nickname it. That it's called the poor man's Atlas. But it's a good mech, so I don't mind bringing it. And you know, while I was there, hold on, cancel. Can we? Is there anybody here to hire? Nope, there is no. All right, never mind. I was like, we should hire more pilots. We really need to do that. I'm just glad we got that mission done. That was a pain. Some rock and music here.
Attention. Prepare for battle departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This bounty is only payable if we bring the entire group to justice. So you will have to search the area and ensure that everyone on our list is found and dealt with before we can pack it in.
So, suspected locations are marked in your HUD. There's only one marked. So, it very well could be that probably a whole lance of people is here. So, hopefully, it won't be too hard to find these guys. Finding our way to them might be a little bit harder, but we'll see. They dropped us off a half a mile away, but a small laser turret. Need missiles. Ooh, it didn't kill it. I must have either missed it or something. Because, oh, it maybe did kill it. I don't know. I guess it didn't kill it. Guess it didn't kill it, but somebody killed it. Do. All right, got a J Edgar. And something's hitting us pretty hard. I don't know what that would be. The tank. That's probably that tank that's hitting. Yeah, probably the tank hitting us.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target
Boom! Dead.
Alrighty, well,
Getting into
not too
formation,
bad
Commander.
so far. What I'm even kind of sure though, we're still 1,600 meters out, and we're already hitting some pretty decent resistance. That's not ideal.
target destroyed. Incoming missile.
Kill confirmed.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
Just gonna back it off a little bit, so hopefully our guys can catch up now. Anything exciting? Not really.
My kill.
Oh, there's a locust coming over that hill. Right there.
Target acquired.
There's just turrets over here. Oh, hold on. Back it up. Back it up.
On it, sir.
That's an Atlas.
Incoming missile.
Did not expect that. I mean, I should have, but that's not even the mission objective. There's just an Atlas there. That's awesome.
Target acquired.
Oh, and there's an Orion too. Oh, that's just awesome. I can attack these things.
Engaging.
Enemy battle mech eliminated.
All right. Well,
Target acquired.
Lance target confirmed. Firing.
I guess I can just tear through that one. All right.
Firing. All
Catapult.
commanders requested target.
Remember, there's an Atlas around here too, so we gotta be a little more careful. There's the Atlas.
Identified, Commander. Hunt them down.
All right, there's only one of them to kill, so that's at least one good thing. But he's gonna be like in a behemoth. If you guys don't know what a behemoth is, then it's maybe a little less scary to you guys. But essentially, a behemoth was the biggest mech. Oh, we gotta fight two Atlases. All right, well, let's kill this guy first. You know what? I'll take this guy on. You guys take out the other Atlas. Well, this has not been a this has not been as fun of a mission as I thought it would be. Different setup to my Atlas, but that's okay.
Unit squad taking heavy damage.
Destroyed.
They're not getting up their
Wow.
mounts.
I don't know what I hit him with, but I hit him hard.
On my scopes. Great work. Now let's get you all home. Head to the evac
this Atlas, but I'm feeling a little confident, maybe cocky, you know.
Heat critical.
The guys take care of it. All right, there's more coming, so let's time to get out of here.
Nick has been dispatched.
Go this way.
Target acquired.
Moving into formation, Commander.
There's a big mech coming. There's another catapult. All right, well, it's not too bad actually.
Shared target identified.
We have to fight our way out of here. It's not too awful bad, but I'd like to get out of here in mostly one piece.
Forming on the Commander.
Requested target ID received. Engaging.
Heat critical.
He's trying to run. I know he is, but I'm doing a good job of it.
System offline.
Ooh, boy, that's not good.
Target acquired. Heat critical. Target destroyed.
Let's get out of here.
Behind you, Commander.
Boom. Dead.
Problem is with an Atlas, the issue I would have, or not with an Atlas, with a catapult following us, I just hit my own ship. That's not good. Is that it could hit us while we're running away, even if we get, even if we're, at a good distance, it could very well still hit my own. Oh no,
Eliminated.
I did hit my own ship again.
Target acquired.
I don't know if that was a story mission or not. That might have just been like a regular mission that we could have done. Although very difficult. I didn't expect to fight 2 Atlases, an Orion, and 2 catapults. That was a fun little mission. But I don't think we lost anything. So, pretty good. Might not be the worst thing in the world that we didn't lose any weapons or anything like that. So
Target destroyed.
another target destroyed. So I gotta feel the game still plays after you're in the screen here. I could be wrong, but maybe that's just me. Come on, game. You can do it. There we go. Can't even get an AC-10 burst fire. That's not ideal. We'll go for, I don't know, get some lasers. Never hurts to begin the heat sink too, so do that. We got AC-10, AC-20, and an AC-2 out of that, plus some extra money. It's not too bad. Better speak to Farhad.
Hey, Gov. Thanks for stopping by. Rihanna tell you I wanted a word? Well, I do, mate. I definitely do. Because the situation down here is bloody ridiculous. It can't keep going on, eh? I mean, just look at them. Standing around like they ain't got no worries in the world. And me, busting my balls to get these mechs put back together. It ain't right. You know what I mean?
Not really. What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Oh, look, mate. No disrespect to whoever's been doing the job till now, but you got to start letting me hire me own people, eh? Seriously, this lot, they're a bunch of bloody dossers. Try to light a fire under them and they just stare at you like they're deaf and dumb. And you wonder why I complain so much? If it were up to me, I'd fire the lot of them.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
All I'm asking, mate. A bit of help is all. Gonna get back to work now. Thanks for listening. Talk to you later.
All right then. You know what? I'm gonna go back to a better place to repair mechs. That'd probably be a little bit better. Look up this way. Do.
Commander, perfect timing. Spears has a new mission for us.
Good.
Securing the connection now. Go ahead, Sebastian.
Commander, good to see you.
Guess his name is Sebastian. Didn't you
A
know that?
shipping company, mostly supplying food, medicine, and materials to the outer settlements along the periphery, is being run out of business by raiders. My agents assure me that Comstar are the ones ultimately responsible for this egregious act. Paying these raiders to drive the shipping companies out of business means that people living way out here, completely isolated, will be forced to abandon their settlements. They'd have no other choice. We may have crushed Inferno, Commander, but Comstar's tactics haven't changed a bit.
Comstar wants to consolidate their control over this region of space. Maybe they believe it contains more Star League facilities and more treasure, but I suspect it has more to do with the location of these settlements and the possibility of prying eyes. This area borders the periphery, not too far from where the ancient star map we found ends. Beyond it is the missing section of the map.
Here be dragons.
Indeed. Full disclosure, Commander. I intend to lay claim to any archaeological finds we may discover, in the name of interstellar expeditions. The mission I'm proposing is intended to undermine Comstar and their own efforts in that same regard. Though I suspect you'd like to stop Comstar as much as I would, especially seeing how willing they are to destroy innocent lives, I still want to make sure we're on the same page. We are partners now, after all.
I would burn Comstar to the ground if I could, but unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to settle for Yamada's head. If this helps that effort, and we can do some good in the process, I'm in.
And getting our hands on some lost tech doesn't sound too shabby either, eh, Commander?
Not shabby at all.
Good then. The company's supply ships have been hit constantly over the past few months. Their main supply depot is the next logical target. If that gets destroyed, the company will have no choice but to fold. Their margins are tight enough as it is. I need you to protect that depot, Commander.
Consider it done.
All right. Good luck.
Well, we're gonna do a defense mission.
I'll
I
have the
don't like
briefing
those
ready by
at
the
all.
time we reach the system, Commander.
Copy that.
All right. Well, it looks like a lifeline. Yep. Where is it at? Is my question. It's a good bit away. It's gonna cost about 400 grand. However, does it pass by any? It does over here at Gusenberg. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and travel there. We got a good amount of money. We got 7.8 million. So, well, it'll be probably about 7 million. We're done here, but just traveling because we had to pay our bills, which is still just under $500,000. It's not bad. So what I want to try to do, you guys, I'm going to try to repair the mechs, get everything back into fighting shape, and then try to get try to get this next mission done as well, because I think it'd be kind of fun to see the next story mission after spending half the stream, or right at half the stream, trying to get that mission done. Oh, there's a 50 here. That would be a good one to have.
Affirmative, Commander. I'll be in the hangar for pre-drop checklists.
He's gonna cost me 400 grand though, just to hire him. But that's okay.
Drinks are on me when we get back.
34. I mean, right now our pilots are what? A 22, a 25, a 28, and then we have a 50. So we have a 22 and a 25.
Let's do this, Commander.
A 34
Drinks are on
really
me when we
wouldn't
get back.
bolster us too much. If we had another 50 though, that'd be awesome. Let's see. Battle Max. I want to also look at the market to see if there's any LBX ammos out there, or LBX weaponry. They're a little rare, so it's kind of hard to see. But they did see they have a Atlas, a couple of awesomes, and there's a regular crab here, not a king crab, but still pretty neat. Let's see here. Let's go to the star map. We have to go over here anyways, because to get up here, they're going to route us through there anyways. So there's a hero mech on sale here, but let's see if there's also another big pilot there that we can probably pick up, hopefully. Because right now, I think that pilot's actually at a 32 out of 50, which is still better than what we had there. It's a hero quick draw. Let's see what the hero quick draw looks like. That one, 2 AC5, and 2 medium pulse. That's an interesting little setup there. They got a king crab here, not bad. They also have a dragon, pretty neat, and they have one of the better catapults, 2 LRM-15s. I like those LRM-20. This is the one I can kind of convert to the one I like. Essentially, what I do, I take these 2 lasers off and make these AC-20s, if I can. That's the ones I like the best. Let's go over to actually equipment, see if they have any LBX ammos. It does not look like they do. Go over to the barracks. There's a 48. That's not actually bad.
You looking for a dedicated gunner?
You're ready to stop wasting
All right.
my time?
We've got some better pilots now, which is what we really needed. Inventory. Let's go ahead and sell some of the stuff like this AC2. It's nice. It's going to give us it's over $250,000, and we don't use AC2s anymore. I know we have one LBX AC, but we really don't need, we need two. That's kind of the issue. Same with the LRM-15s. We really don't need them because none of our mechs really fight with them. And the one with Artemis is awesome, but if we need that $500,000, we have that one. We can just sell it. Anything else we can get rid of? We have a lot of AC-20s. Let's get rid of this base one here. And one of these. That'll give us some money back. And the AC-10s I'll keep because they're actually pretty decent, and we're using them on our Annihilator for now until we find some better ones. Alright, back to the star map here. Let's head out to... You know what? They have some rare weapons on sale. Let's see if they have any LBXs on sale. If they do, great. I can get my Annihilator back to where it should be. I only need one. I have the ammo and everything else for it, so if I can just find another LBX-10, it'd be nice. See what we got though. Large pulse laser, which is not bad, and I think SS. What is that called? I don't know what that is. It looks like they have a Gauss rifle. No, that's our inventory. Hold on. Large pulse laser. That's the one they had, and this one is the. Streak. It's an SRM2. Why in the world would you even take that? I don't know. That's unfortunate they don't have any LBXs, but that's okay. Star map. Looks like there's nothing else really around here, so let's head out to the mission here. Ooh, this is a 13. Like a level 13. That's why I was a little curious there. We'll head out there. I think even with our better pilots, we should be okay now. We'll see, though. And if not, we'll just have a kind of the farce we did with the other one, and we'll end like that, which is not ideal, but you know. All right, complete lifeline. Gives 85. There's 380 tons they're going to give us here. Let's get some repairs there. Let's do that. We're pulling 355 right now. It's not like we're really under tonnage here, but I mean, we could pull an 80-ton mech out. Let's see here. Let's get which one's better. So this one really is that one's more I'm trying to think here. This one's more focused on that AC-20. So which one's better at gunnery? They're both the same, but this one's a little bit better. And we'll put this. We'll put this pilot up over here. So we've already got two better pilots in there, which is great to see. Do we really want to drop 25 tons underweight? I mean, that's leaving a lot on the table. But the problem is I really don't have an 80-ton mech available. I mean, the closest one I'd have is that Grasshopper, but we'd have to pull it out of storage. I don't think yeah. I don't think we can put 4 salt mechs in here. If we had an 80 ton of, you know what we could do. Hold on, where is? Oh, we can't actually get back here. Here's what we're gonna do. Since I didn't know we could, it was 380, correct? That was our contract was 380. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. There, go to. Actually, I'm gonna load the game from when I entered the last system. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out the King Crab, and then I'll have four assault mechs. So this will be the first mission we can do 4 assault mechs on. So what I'll do is I'll pull out the king crab, rearm it, and I think I even have a really good large laser and a couple of good AC-20s I can put on it. Because of that, I will get him out. Then I'll get with the three big assault mechs, the Atlas, the Annihilator, and the King Crab. That'll get us to 300, and the Victor's only 80 tons, so that'll be our 380. So let's go back here and do this. Come on. So everything's repaired at least, so that's good. I'll put all these guys up to where they should be, and then the King Crab is finally getting out of storage here. Yeah, we're still pushing 600 grand though. Let's put the quick draw back into cold storage. I'll keep it. I mean, it's a good mech, but I'm trying to keep the cost down a little bit. But having 4 assault mechs out here, it's going to cost us quite a bit of money. Same with maybe the Marauder. Maybe put the Marauder in cold storage for now. We can always pull it back out and fix it up. So to edit the loadout on the King Crab, let's see, 2 AC. Ooh, only really have 1 AC-20. That's good. Thought I had more than that. Alright, well, there's a tier 4 and a tier 3. Lasers, we're going to go with that nice large laser on there. You know what we could do? Do we have tonnage for that? We do. Let's see here. This thing's going to probably get hot, but I need LRM Artemis ammo. That's what I need. So that's going to be a lot better. 2, 3... Can we max armor out? Oh, we can. Ooh. This thing's going to get a little toasty. Let's be honest here. Let's do that, though. We'll put all the heat sinks in the center torso. That generates 5, and this is going to be a warm mech. I'm not going to say it's not. Let's actually strip the armor off and put 1 more heat sink on, and then max the armor out. We're still gaining 32 armor. You know what? Let's not. Let's do that and put 1 over there. Max the armor out then. So that should help it keep it cool a little bit. So it has 33 days for that. But also, while it's there, let's go ahead and make sure it's in the correct... Oh, you know what? We need to go to Raider first. And then go to FF6431. Then go to... 3B0092, and then EEFF00. There we go. Oh, you know what? I didn't put AC ammo in, or AC-20 ammo in it, did I? That's an issue. I'll have to wait till it's repaired. There we go. Then we'll go back in here and edit it. I'm not taking at least 1 of those. I'll have to take 2 of them out, aren't I? That's not ideal. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to do that. Because that gives us 40 rounds, 20 shots for each arm. Not ideal, though. This thing's going to be a hot mech. It's going to be a boiling crab, is what it's going to be. But, that's what we got so far, so... Let's go ahead and travel here, then. Let's try to do this mission. We got about 15 minutes. We should. If we run a little long, that's okay. But yeah, let's at least try to get this mission completed. First try, fingers crossed. Because I don't think... I mean, we'll have pretty much 1 chance at this mission. If we don't get the first mission, we'll have to wait till next week to see it. But, you know, it happens. There we go. I think that's what I want to go for. Let's accept that, and then which one of these guys are? Didn't we say they're about the same gunnery? They are. The only real difference, the girl here is actually a little bit better with missiles until he gets trained in them a little bit better. So I'm going to put him into the King Crab, And then we'll put the girl into the Victor here, which she has the same gunnery, so it's pretty good. Same lasers, which is good, but she also has max missiles, which this does have an SRM-4 on it, so it's not like it's perfect, but still pretty good here. So I'll also go over to the barracks here and go to pilot roster, and this guy, go ahead and hit dismiss because we don't need him anymore. So we have 2 backup pilots, and we have our 2 main pilots now, and I think that'll work out just fine here. Why am I slowly turning to the left here? Going to creep over here. Go to contracts. And hit ready. Now hopefully this won't take too long. Fingers crossed. But I mean, this is a defense mission, so who knows how long this is going to take. But I mean, hey, you bring these 3 mechs up here, you know you kind of mean business. And the Victor is you bring the Victor, but this is still pretty neat to see all 4 of these mechs out here like this. It's gonna be a fun time. See, I don't know how much left we have in this game. Hopefully, I mean, I would kind of hope it's a little bit more because I'm enjoying playing it. But you know, after this is done, I'm still trying to figure out. You know, if you watched yesterday, we did do like a one-off stream in Minecraft that was actually kind of fun, running around the Magic Kingdom. That is going up on YouTube probably tonight. So expect probably Saturday morning, the August 1st. If you guys are interested in seeing that, that's a fun Let's Play that we did. You know, just kind of fun, you know, hanging out. So, but I'm still trying to figure out what to play next. I've done some iRacing. iRacing might come in next week. We'll do a little bit of that. Really, it'll only be about 6 races in the 3 hours we do. I'll probably do the limited late models and some street stocks. So if you guys do want to join me, if you're on iRacing, the street stocks are actually a rookie class. So you guys can they're actually, you know, come with the base subscription. So if you guys want to go ahead and just jump in with me, I'd be kind of cool. I think that's what I want to do at least probably next Thursday. Just for the next little bit. I think it'd be kind of fun to do so. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do for now. If you guys like the Minecraft film, we might do more of that as well.
Sensors
Maybe
online.
not next week. I think we're going to do some
Weapons
racing
online.
next week and show you how bad I really am
All
at that too.
systems nominal.
All right.
The company's supply depot has been marked on your map. Get there and protected from raider attack. If that supply depot falls, thousands of innocent people will be forced from their homes, Commander. Good luck.
Copy. We're Oscar Mike.
All right, guys. I know you're kind of you're slow mechs, but I'm already out here, so let's go. Still think, even though we have now all 4 assault mechs, I still think that the Annihilator is the slowest of them all. Let me see here. There's the King Crab. Yep, there's the Annihilator, and there's the Victor. What in the world is the Annihilator? Is the Annihilator just like a crawling mech? What in the world is it doing? I don't want to get up on this base too close, because if we get too close, it might trigger it, and that means our Annihilator really wouldn't be in the fight till much later. Maybe I should go pilot the Annihilator for a mission or two, just to see.
Transponder codes received and confirmed. Welcome to Outpost Charlie.
Oh boy, it does say a 47.
Too soon.
That's
Recon
not
reports that the
ideal.
hostiles are still on a collision course with our position. Get ready for them.
Come on, they're already starting attacking, and that's not ideal.
Target acquired.
Alright, we need to go after that
On the
guy
commander's
first.
target.
And they just tore down a building. One of my guys did. That's not ideal.
They've blown the fuel tank.
I just took that mech out.
Alrighty.
Target acquired.
These guys.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
There's also a tank over here I wanted to take out next. Already down to 84%. Not terrible.
Tango eliminated.
Not ideal, but still not bad. I'm not a big fan of these defense missions. I'm not a defensive person. Going on an attack, that's more me.
Eliminated.
Target acquired.
Add one more to my kill count.
Although it is kind of sick, we had the other two pilots, Benjamin and I can't remember what the other one is. We had them since the beginning of the game, though, so it kind of stinks not to be able to use them. But I mean, that's kind of how this game goes. That's one thing I do like in the new BattleTech game, which is the turn-based one. You actually can take your pilots from the beginning and actually level it up to a max level. There's no really caps on skills like that. So it is pretty neat to see do stuff like that, but
Tangos appear to be bringing in
Right.
additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves. The area is taking a beating, Commander. Don't give them the opportunity to cause any more harm.
Watch your fire. I got it. We've got your target, Commander.
Target.
Enemy mech destroyed.
problems with the size of this base, though, is that our mechs are not that fast, and that's kind of an issue.
Target acquired.
Coordinated attack target received. Battle mech kill for me.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
There's some more out here somewhere.
Pulling in behind you.
Target acquired.
We're on your target, Commander.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
I feel they're probably be coming from that direction. Could be wrong, but got a feeling. Which is good that I can see those guys at least, so that we can kind of get out here in front of them. At least ideally, that's what we can do. I'm gonna park it right here. Because they gotta come to us. We don't have to go to them.
New target.
There we go, we got some
acquired.
targets now. That guy, get out
Let's
first.
get that thing.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Wow, that was like a hot knife through butter.
Wilco, focusing fire.
That was not nice at all. The helicopter at.
New target acquired.
That should kill him.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Hopefully that doesn't hit that building. It didn't, but it didn't kill what it needed to. That's the problem. And it hit the building. Alright, well. Got lucky once.
Target destroyed. Target
They
acquired.
destroyed the storage complex. Watch your aim, Mech Jock.
I'm walking to a building, which is not ideal.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Well, it was kind of nice. They're kind of alternating between waves and tanks and stuff like that, and mechs. It's a little different, but it's still nice. You don't have to worry about like a full-out assault all at once.
Looks like you've got their attention. I'm showing
Look
multiple
around.
hostiles incoming
There we
on
go.
your position.
Ooh, that's at least a heavy, maybe an assault. I don't know.
Target acquired.
At least 6 more on this wave, so it's not. I mean, it's not like this thing. It's not like we can take him out. It's more the base I'm worried about.
New target acquired.
I got it.
Those
Target
LBXs are
destroyed.
awesome to take out helicopters like that. Alright, there is an assault mech here.
Focus
It's
target received,
awesome,
Commander.
so it's not a great one. Some might say it's pretty good. I don't think it's awesome.
New target acquired.
The facility is suffering heavy damage, Commander. Get in there and engage as many targets as you can.
That might have been over my head. Oh, yeah.
Target acquired.
I think that just went over my head, and I think that's why.
Unit destroyed.
I could be wrong.
Target destroyed.
There's some. Well, there's more
Target
mechs up here.
acquired.
Take that guy out
Anyone
next.
else?
Apparently, if you actually hit the guys, they'll actually start coming after you rather than the base itself. This kid is not going to know what hit him here in a second. I hit him once with an AC-20. Not too bad. Come on. Oop, hit my own annihilator with that AC-20 shot. Not ideal.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, this AC-20, I don't know if really that tier 5 is just that good, but it is tearing through people. I mean, even that awesome had, didn't take us too long to take that guy down. We only have 12 left. It's not
More
too bad.
hostiles
Alright.
entering the combat zone's perimeter.
that.
Brace for additional contacts.
Looking for their dropship. Oh, they're right behind us. They're like right here.
Target acquired.
Awesome needs to take down first. Oh, it's a Cyclops. That's the first time I've seen one of those actually in combat. It's pretty cool. Take down the Cyclops by myself here, hopefully.
Heat critical.
Enemy eliminated.
Acquired.
take that guy out,
Target
yes.
destroyed.
Heavy damage. Component lost.
Target acquired.
Got another one.
That guy's hurt.
Target
Enemy reinforcements
There he is.
spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way.
Where are they dropping that over here? We got 6 left. These could be kind of big. Usually that's how that goes. We have just under half, so hopefully we can hold these guys off. Hopefully they drop like a tank or two, or like some planes. That would be kind of ideal.
target
I
acquired.
see some helicopters. All right, they got 2 assault mechs. They have a stalker, a marauder, and a victor. Looks like they have a tank. Some helicopters as well. So let's take out these guys first.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch your goddamn fire!
Here they come.
Wilco, focusing fire.
You know what? Actually, go over that victor
Commander's
first.
target, group up.
Take out this tank
Target
really quick here.
acquired.
Because this is the guy he'll just run around and take out the base while we're oh, I think he actually killed him. Never mind. Alright, where is that victor at? That's the marauder. Probably the worst idea to take this guy out first. Got him backing up at least.
Ammo low.
Straight up.
Destroyed.
Alright, marauder down.
Target acquired. Heat critical.
Ooh, wow. I've already 2 shots at that AC-20. I've already blown up that
System offline.
right torso of that stalker.
Heat critical. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, 1 left.
Copy. Commander target is our target.
There we go.
Great work, Commander. Meet me at the extraction point.
Yes. That took about right out 15, 16 minutes. So, alright guys, I think that's going to be it. I'm going to go out of here and see what kind of rewards we get, and then I will probably repair the mechs and call it a stream there. So not too awful bad, but we got that done first try. I think really only the victor really took a lot of damage. I mean, even we actually had all of our armor. Well, we had a lot of armor still in the mech. I don't think we got anything internal that blew past any armor. So that was pretty good. And the rest of the mechs I don't think really took any damage, like beyond the victor, the annihilator, and the king crab. I think both those are actually doing pretty good. So really our light mech was the only one, or the light S mech we took was probably the worst one. So see, I don't know why. See, that one wasn't too difficult. I mean,
Cold out there.
we had some difficulty keeping the base alive, but we kept it above 30%, so we did get a little bit of a bonus for that. So I don't know, maybe that's just me. What do we got here? Mission complete. Got some money. We got 12 points. We can get like a locust, not bad. Anything decent out of this stuff? Some okay medium lasers. Let's organize these by type. There are actually some really good medium. We'll take the medium lasers that are pretty good. There's some tier 3 ones. And then we got 3 more. We'll go ahead and take an LRM-10. There we go. Yeah, the Annihilator is going to cost us the most to repair, but, you know, we got $4 million. Not too bad at all. Yeah, now we're technically out of story missions, so figured we were, but let's head back to, we'll head back to here. Travel, of course. But I think I could be wrong, and this very well could be me. I think maybe the mech pilots were actually kind of holding us back a little bit. I seem like they were just tearing through those people. Because the higher those are, the higher the like weapon one, the more damage they do. And we're already talking, they're already like at 7 and 8. So, you know, still pretty good here. So let's look at here. Yep, just lost some armor there. Annihilator didn't hardly lose any armor, actually. The Victor, and we'll look at that here in a second. King Crab just barely lost some armor, and the Victor, well, it's damaged, but we can repair it. Lost the AC-20 and lost 2 medium lasers. We actually have a decent AC-20 still left. Let's see if there's maybe a better one on the market, though. Tier 1 or Tier 3? I'll take that tier. We'll take 2 Tier 3 ones, so we can probably use them later. That's worst comes to worst. And then 2 medium lasers. We just picked up 2 Tier 3 ones, so that's pretty good there. And yeah, back in order. Cost us about $200,000. And actually, we've been gaining. We're almost at $10 million for this, and we actually have a good lance with us now. See if there's any other crazy pilots out here.
My combat skills are meant to impress, sir.
Not really. All right, well, guys, I think that's where we're going to save it here. I'm going to go out here, hit the save button, new at Stanzak, whatever you want to call it there. We'll save it there, and I think I will call it a stream here. So I'm going to pop it over to my main camera, guys. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. Once again, I really have enjoyed doing this series. We finally got through that story mission that took us so long to get through the first 7, 8 times. But I think we have our new pilots now. We have the King Crab on there, and we've got some better weapons, especially that new AC-20. My lord, that Tier 5 AC-20 has been tearing through people. Hopefully, we can continue that to next stream. But guys, thanks for joining me today. If you're watching live, I do appreciate it. If you're watching this on Twitch, the only thing I'm really looking for, guys, right now is just some followers. If you guys want to do that, we're at 31 right now, so we only need 19 more to get to that affiliate goal, which would be amazing to see. We're trying to get to that by the end of this year, so hopefully we can get that. But if you're watching this later on YouTube, I do appreciate that as well. Go ahead and leave a like and comment if you guys enjoyed this video. But if you guys do want to see me actually watch live and chat with me, we do stream 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coming up next week is actually going to be Planet Coaster again on Tuesday. We're going to try to finish up that area we were working on this week, and maybe start working towards some of the smaller rides on that kind of plaza there, or that walk, the stretch that we've been working on next to our Thunder Falls. Thursday, we're actually doing some iRacing, some dirt iRacing with some limited late models and some street stocks. Hopefully you guys can, maybe you can join me for that, for a street stock race. And on Friday, we're going to be back here in MechWarrior 5 to see if maybe we can try to get closer to the end of this game. I guess, I hope you guys can join me for that. But for right now, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you guys back here on Tuesday for some more Planet Coaster. Until then, have a great night, guys.